I'm back.
It's good to be back. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all of my guests this week for filling in while I was away. I hope everyone liked the guest videos this week, and please let me know in the comment section whether you'd like guest posts to be a thing if I go away on a holiday, or if you'd rather no content at all. I'm really interested in hearing what you all think. With that said, I have some next level crazy for you today.
Remember when they had the tsunami in Japan? They had the earthquake and the tsunami?
Yes.
And my wife wakes me up at 6:45 a.m. in the morning, and she says, "You got to pray."
Wow, so she doesn't bother to tell you why you need to pray, but just demands that you pray for no particular reason at 6:45 a.m. in the morning. I'm guessing that it's some sort of an emergency, given that your description makes it sound as if she was in a panic. Plus the fact that she's shaking you awake so early in the morning and demanding that you start talking to your chosen deity. I think this might be the main reason why I'm not religious. I mean, praying in an emergency is about as useful as, well, this.
And my new band is called Cisco.
I said, "I pray all the time. Why are you waking me up?" She said, "Our daughter, Carissa, is on the island of Kauai over in Hawaii." I said, "What's she doing there?"
Wait a second. Your daughter is in Hawaii? Your wife clearly knows, but you didn't? How do you not know that your daughter is on a holiday in Hawaii? My bullshit detector is going off like crazy.
Her husband took her there for their anniversary, and the tsunami's headed there, and they said it's going to hit the shores in 15 minutes. And she just called, and she says, "Tell Dad I love him. They're taking us up in the rocks, and I don't know if I'm going to talk to you again." I said, "What?" I got up, and I said, "Which way's Hawaii?"
Wow, so not only did your daughter go on vacation, but it was to celebrate her anniversary, and you still didn't know about it. Sounds rather fishy, Pastor Frank. But that aside, why would it matter in the least which direction Hawaii was in? Does your deity need directions? Would it not know where the tsunami was happening if you weren't turned in the right direction? That sounds like an inept god, or at least one that's not worthy of the title, God.
Now remember, my hair's tossed. My wife turns me and says, "It's that way." I said, "Are you sure?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "If I be a man of God, the prophet of God, I command now that that tsunami stop, that it cannot touch that Kauai. That is my inheritance. That is my child. And as the prophet of God, I command you to stop now."
Holy shit. This guy isn't just a pastor. He's a prophet of God. Now it all makes sense. I just love how he needs to be turned in the right direction and believes that this invisible entity that's supposedly capable of creating universes out of nothing is going to listen to his commands. And by the way, your magic powers didn't work very well, because waves still hit Hawaii, causing significant property damage. Also, did your god bother to save the 20,000 plus people who were killed after that disaster, or was your daughter the only one worth saving? You know, because her father's a prophet and all that.
Yes.
Wow.
I said, "Get her on the phone." She calls my daughter. She's climbing up the mountains, and I could, I said, "Honey, turn and look now. You don't need to climb anymore." She said, "Why?"
Because Daddy has magic powers, and the creator of the universe on speed dial.
I said, "Just listen to me. Turn and look now." I said, "Look to the right. You will see an angel stirring in the waters. He will hold back the waters. The waters will pull back, and then they will recede and go the other way."
Holy shit.
She got it on video.
Oh, wow. So you can release that video, right? I'd love to see a real life angel.
And the water stopped, and they went the other way. You want to hear the end of this one?
Yes.
You're going to laugh again.
Even the host looks like he knows this guy is full of shit. This guy is sitting in front of a live studio audience, telling us that he prayed in the direction of Tsunami, and an immaterial supernatural being capable of creating universes sent an angel down to stop the waves slamming against Hawaii to save his daughter. And he received a smattering of applause. Is this 2017, or did I get dropped in Bizarro Land or something? Unfucking believable.
God laughs in heaven.
Yes.
So when I release the thing about Donald Trump, right, and I say he has a breaker anointing, don't you know that all of those publications that love to bash you and me and all of us that move out there.
Yeah, because if there really is an all-knowing, benevolent God out there, we all know that Donald Trump would be his go-to guy in terms of leading the most powerful nation on earth. Makes perfect sense. Why would those publications bash you?
What do they say? The Tsunami pastor says Trump has a breaker anointing. Well, guess what? I was right about the tsunami and I was right about Trump. To God be the glory.
I was right about Trump as well. Long before he was elected, I said I thought he would win. Does that make me a prophet? Can I command God to send down angels to fix my problems? Just amazes me how a grown man surrounded by other grown-ups can sit around and spin these tales and get applause. Blows my mind. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and cheers!